Khao Sok in Thailand is one of the oldest rainforests on Earth. Over 160 million years of uninterrupted life. And even though today it's a known destination, it still feels like we are only visiting a microscopic part of it. You can't help but notice how much raw nature, wildlife and how many thriving ecosystems there are all around you when you're there. The mountains of jungle surrounding you just leave you no choice but to surrender to nature. But then, I keep imagining what it must have been like to be here in the 80s, just after the park opened to the public. No floating bungalows, no crowds, no phones and no 4K cameras. How breathtaking it must have been back then. It is something that we, in 2025, can barely imagine. So to bring that feeling back, I decided to color grade everything like it was shot on 35mm film, with the help of Dehancer. Stay around to the end of the video and I will show you how I did it. In the meantime, this is Khao Sok, filmed like it's December 1980. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the video you just saw. I hope I did a good job with emulating what Khao Sok would look like if we were there in the 80s. I did it with Dehancer, and it's a color grade that I really like to do for certain occasions. I am more personally of like a 4K crisp guy, although I love, of course, film emulation. So adding grain and making it look, you know, like properly shot on film like decades ago is not what I usually color grade with. However, in these situations, I think it's a great tool because it's the best kind of color grade, like film emulation color grade that I found. Is I get really good tones, a really good image. Like I'm really happy that I managed to use it on this Khao Sok video. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So we are here like in DaVinci, of course. I think they do also on Premiere. I'm not sure. I don't want to say any mistakes. I work in DaVinci, so this is a DaVinci tutorial. I am gonna completely undo everything and then we'll work it through together. We have two nodes. This is a balanced node, so I'm also gonna do a reset on this because the balanced node is simply later. Once we have graded with Dehancer, I quite like to have the flexibility to just add whatever I want with the tools that I'm used to using with the wheels or the contrast, although that can also be done with only one node. I don't know. The balance node is just there. It's like an overall tool that you get what I mean. Okay, so we start here with the node of Dehancer. So I just put on the Dehancer Pro on the node, choose camera, and I shoot on there we go, Panasonic, and I shoot on the Lumix S5 II in Vlog. Hi, sorry for interrupting. I'm in the middle of the edit and I realized that I am such a yapper. I yappity yap that I'm just wasting your time. So I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna put the end at the end when I'm actually summarizing the steps you're supposed to do correctly, because otherwise you're gonna watch 8 minutes of me kind of talking and not being able to do two things at the same time, which is talking and doing and remembering to teach. Messy. So here you go. This is the final thing. If you want like a really walk through Dehancer tutorial, please go watch a YouTube video of someone who knows how to do two things at the same time. If you want something quick, it comes now. So that's pretty much it. You have the input with your camera, you put in the film, you put in then the print film, and then you go back up, you check, you make the exposure, you do your temperature settings there. And then in the film developer, You can choose to go for a bit more color. So it starts here, you can add some color boost. And then you go down to just film grain, halation, bloom, and add a little node in advance just to control even more the overall image. And you have a pretty nice film emulation of Khao Sok. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it could be of help. And I see you next week, hopefully. I'm going to try to get back on the YouTube grind. But it's complicated with work and everything. But I'm going to try to do it. Don't forget to subscribe. It'd be lovely. Leave a like, a comment. Anything else you need answers to, ask the question in the comments. And we will see each other there. Peace out.